Hi, my name is Ryan Stonick. I'm an electrical engineering student at Cal State Los Angeles with a specialization in computer engineering. This past summer, I was an intern at Rivian Automotive, which is an electric vehicle company startup, and they specialize in adventure vehicles. So they have a truck and an SUV right now that are designed to be taken camping and driven off-road. What I did was I was on the self-driving and advanced driver assistance systems team. I was part of vehicle integration at the factory in Normal, Illinois. So I spent my summer in the middle of Illinois at their factory, which was a really, really amazing experience. I had never experienced a large manufacturing operation like that, so that was a really cool experience. What I did was I made sure that all the camera systems, radar systems, and computer systems, as well as the sensor systems, were all functioning properly and working together. So ultrasonic sensors, cameras, and radars, I made sure that those were communicating with each other and the computer system properly. And if they weren't, I would go in and fix them and write code to increase their functionality and make sure that they were operating and working in order. I found this opportunity through LinkedIn. I was kind of just scouring LinkedIn and had found Rivian, and I knew about them, and I was very interested in electric vehicles and wanted to do self-driving, so it was a perfect fit. I went onto their website and just applied to everything that I could with them, just in the hopes that I could just get in the door and learn. That was the whole point of this internship for me, was just to learn from an electric vehicle company. So I cast a wide net and applied, and when I got the interview, what I really did to prepare was just to know like my entire resume back to front. I had been in a couple of situations where I was asked specific questions where I couldn't remember something as well as it was an old detail, or I just didn't really know how to properly articulate what I was trying to say. So being able to review my resume beforehand, and like every single sentence on my resume I could speak to for at least 5 minutes, and like that was like really important, because I never know, you never know what kind of questions they're going to ask you about your resume. You never know what they're going to be interested in, so it's really important to be able to speak to everything on your resume. And then I think something that really made me stand out was I went to Rivian's website and read everything that I possibly could about their company values, about what they were trying to accomplish as an organization, about where they were in their self-driving, and what their future plans were, and just being really interested in that. I read some news articles and things like that, so being able to speak about things that are topical, going on in the moment, and that you're interested and up to date with what the company is doing will set you so far apart from anybody else. Because that's what they're really looking for, is someone who's interested, someone who wants to be on their team and learn, because they can teach you the rest. Just as long as you show interest, I think is probably the most important part about an intern interview, is just having passion and interest in what the company is doing and where they're going. This internship related to my EE curriculum, deeply. Like everything that I had learned at school, I used in some way, from Kirchhoff's laws, just simple things like, V equals IR, all those things, finding power, being able to understand just how different aspects of electrical engineering functions on a fundamental level. It didn't take these in-depth knowledge that maybe I had acquired, but really good general overview was what was really important, and like what helped me get through this internship. My specialization, computer engineering, was perfect. I used C and Python quite a bit to get data and to interact with the computer on the vehicle. So all of my embedded programming, all my embedded software class really helped me prepare for this. And so yeah, I benefited from this in a couple ways. I think a big way was just how an engineer functioned. I had no idea how an engineer actually worked in professional world. I knew what was required of me at school and all of the math and science and all the very specific stuff that you learn in school, but I personally had no idea how an engineer designed and made decisions in the professional world. So that was a big eye-opener and really taught me a lot, and it was really fun. I learned that I could do it. In school you struggle. It's our classes are very difficult as electrical engineering students, and sometimes you lose confidence, or you might question whether you're able to function, and you learn that it's more of an adaptive learning environment. If you can bring passion and interest, you're going to be able to function in an engineering setting, and so that was something that I learned. It also really helped me define where I wanted to go with my education and what career path I wanted to take. Whether or not you get an internship specifically in the place that you think that you want to be, you're going to learn if you like something or not. I learned that there was a lot of aspects to self-driving that I really liked, and stuff on my team that I liked, but there were things that it didn't really vibe with me. I wasn't super happy with that exact career path. So now, I can adjust accordingly. I still have time to, okay, my next position, when I leave school or do an internship with my master's, I can do this, and then kind of just build your career like that. So that was really one of the biggest takeaways was being able to adjust your career appropriately to what you had learned and what experience you had gained while being an intern. So yeah, that was my experience. I think it's invaluable, the lessons that you learn as an intern and the connections that you make. I made tons of connections and lots of friends that I'll have for the rest of my life. And yeah, whether or not I choose to go back to that company or go to another company, I still have these connections and people that are gonna write me letters of recommendation, help me refine my resume and just be a better engineer in the future. So I'm just so grateful for the experience that I had, and I hope that everybody who watches this can have a similar experience. I know that you can do it. I didn't know that I could at first. I had a lot of doubt, but now I'm a lot more confident in myself and in my ability to be an engineer.